Yeah, especially in, this day and age, like with our politics and everything. It's man, everybody just wants to go their own way, and they're right. I'm right and they're wrong. And that's where they end it. Yeah. And it's like, no, man, let's work together. Let's talk. Let's reason things out a little bit. Let's have a conversation.
That's right.
We all got different backgrounds. We all were raised a different way. We all had, every little circumstance, and so we got to be able to have compassion for one another, and say, hey, this is why I see it this way. What do you think?
And that kind of ties into what you were talking about before with customers.
Yeah.
And how to mediate some of their disputes that they may have.
Uh-huh.
At the end of the day, as a business owner, if a customer has any kind of negative experience, even if they perceive it that way, it ultimately is your fault.
Yeah.
At some point.
Uh-huh.
Right? Because if you manage their expectations right, or if you just did something different, you could have avoided that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some customers out there they're just out to get you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There's some of those.
We've had a couple.
Few, but few and far between. The vast majority are decent people that just want to get a product or service from you. But yeah, man, realizing that I need to take responsibility of what I'm doing.
That's the key right there.
And that gives you the control over that kind of situation.
That takes you from being the victim to having a solution.
Yeah, exactly.
I think so many people in business and in life get caught up in that victim mentality. Poor me, this person did this to me, so I have the right to feel this way. It's like, no, we all have our stuff, man. We all have difficulties. We're all just human, man. If you think just because that person has more money that he's not struggling in life, you're wrong. I mean, the highest suicide rate is among rich white males. I mean, affluent white males. And that's who you would think has all the privilege, right?
Yeah.
These are the people killing themselves, I mean, everybody has their own hurts, and so, playing the victim, and it's just not helpful. It doesn't help anything. It takes all the responsibility off yourself, and there's no way to work your way out of that. If everybody can affect you at any point in time, right? Yeah. If my life and my feelings and my motivations are based on what everybody else is going to do to me, I'm not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You got to rise above that and say, these people can do that to me, but it's not going to stop me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it may very well be factors in play that are against you.
Oh, for sure.
And normally that's the case,
It is.
But you have to overcome everything. And it sucks that you got to do it, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to change. There's nothing out there that's really going to make
it. But even me saying all this stuff, I still don't have all the answers. I know there's people out there that are hurting, that have been victims of crazy abuse, have been,
all kinds of stuff.
nutty, economic situations that I couldn't even comprehend.
Yeah, man.
And, I'm not in their shoes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But at the end of the day, you got to do something about it.
Yeah.
There's nobody that's going to come save you.
Mm-mm.
It's never going to happen.
No.
And, you just got to overcome whatever it is and really gain the confidence in yourself to be able to think that you could even do it.
Yeah.
Because it's, it's either you make a choice to act or you just kind of drift.
Yeah. And I think gratitude is
it's huge.
Plays a big role.
Yeah.
I mean, having gratitude that we live in this country where we have the freedoms to where, we see it all the time. People that come from nothing and they're billionaires.
They do something.
They do something.
Yeah.
We have that opportunity. That there's other countries. I don't know every other country, but I don't think that's the way it is. I think that's
Not
kind
every
of
other country.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty uniquely American thing where it's like, if as hard as you want to work, you can go get it. It is, the sky's the limit. And so being grateful just for having that, because there's countries, third world countries, it doesn't matter how hard that kid in that third world country is going to work. It doesn't matter. He's not getting out of that situation that I know of. Again, but in America,
it's really difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, like the amount of opposition to overcome is like.
But in America, I mean, you got all these systems in place that if you're going to work hard, you're going to be rewarded. And if you're going to take responsibility for yourself and you're going to make right choices, you're going to be rewarded. And you can keep moving up and up and up and up.
Or you got to take your reward, you know?
Yeah.
You got to just work it in a way where they can't deny you. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like that. You
Keep
know?
knocking on the door, and they're going to answer one of these times.
Yeah, somebody's going to open it at some point. But, you know, it is one of those scenarios.
So yeah, so sometimes, you know, gratitude for the simplest things will help get you out of those situations where you feel like you've been wronged in a situation. And it's like, okay, I've been wrong in this situation, but I got all this other stuff going for me. Yeah.
Or, you know, sometimes there's a way to look at it to where, man, I've been through X, Y, and Z, so all this other stuff is like easy.
Like cakewalk.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've done this. I've had this.
Oh, yeah.
All the rest of this. Oh, what do you want me to do? Make a few sales? You know? Talk to a few people, knock on a few doors, a few cold calls. You know? That's nothing compared to what you've been through. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's a mindset thing.
It is a mindset thing. Yeah. And then on the flip side, if you did have a lot of money and a lot of, you know, access to opportunity, and you felt like for some reason, like I know Gary Vee did this post on Instagram. He said the trust fund babies, what he called them, that call them up and they talk to them about their problems. Their biggest thing is, for a lot of them anyway, is nothing I do in my life is going to be attributed to me. No accomplishment that I do is going to ever be attributed to my efforts, right?
Yeah, we don't want to be handed anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, you want to kill what you eat, right?
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of the mentality that we run into. And again, that's my vision for helping people, making impact in people's life, teaching them a skill.
Yeah.
Teaching them something that they can use, that they can have, that they can, you know, now that they have that and they can use it. It's not like we're just handing them dollars, you know, hey, here's some money, go get yourself some new shoes and socks. It's like, no, we're giving you the tools so you can go out and do it.
That's right.
And so that's where I think we can make positive change in communities that are struggling. And I'm not talking about poor communities. I mean, there's communities that are rich, affluent communities that are struggling. I mean, there's men that are deeply unhappy that are sitting behind a desk making a lot of money. But they feel unhappy, and then what happens? They go out, they start cheating on their wife, they start gambling, they start doing all this other stuff. And then everything that affects so much. I mean, if we can affect, you know, I feel my purpose is to affect other men so that they can be better leaders in their home, in their community, in their churches, in their schools, in, you know, all of that. And so, but yeah, people don't, I know that you know that for a fact, people don't want to just be handed something. That doesn't do it. That doesn't fulfill that need that we have as men, you know, to go out and get it. You know, then we feel that purpose, and we feel like, you know, we're doing what God wanted us to do, or we don't even have to put God on it. We just say we feel like we're doing something.
It's like
a
natural inclination.
Yeah, it's natural.
To that driving force. You know?